Welcome to the drawing of my life. Woo! My name is Jenna. Right up there, this is my whiteboard. It's awesome. I live in a small town called Oakville, Ontario. No, that's not in an igloo. It's in a normal house, just like most people in Canada. When I was younger, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought maybe rugby. So I asked my mom, and she said, nope. I was going to turn into a butch boy. So back to the drawing list. I asked, well, maybe I can play soccer. And turns out my parents were pretty excited. So I spent the rest of my years from grade 3 to grade 12 playing soccer, which actually kept me out of a lot of nonsense like kissing boys, doing drugs, drinking booze. Then grade 12 came and it was time to think of a university. I ended up packing my bags, going to Brock University, and meeting a bunch of amazing people. From there, we ended up moving in a house of 9 of us. There was 8 girls and 1 boy. It was so much fun for the first little while, and then we realized it was too big of a home for all of us. So after having all this fun in first year of living in this house together, it turns out some of us weren't so happy. So I decided I needed to do something to keep my mind off of the situation in this massive house. So I called up, applied to many different places, and ended up getting hired on my first big gig as a Budweiser model. So these are my girlfriends. I made a lot of awesome friends doing the promo model work. But there was a time that came where I graduated university and decided that I needed to do something with my big girl life. So I had this vision of everything I was going to do. I was going to live this big girl life and be independent, but turns out that's not what I want. I realized that I wanted to travel the world from near and far, across the globe. I started in South Africa blogging actually. I was taking pictures, sharing it online, and ended up falling in love with traveling the world, and I've visited all these different countries, and it's been an incredible experience. But now I have a travel bug, and the best part of it is I actually ended up meeting a boy. Paul is incredible, and we met in Africa, so now we're still together, and my sister actually moved to Iqaluit. This is where she did not live in an igloo again. She ended up moving to Iqaluit and met a little baby boy, Brody, who is now our nephew. So I came to visit in the winter a couple years ago and realized that it is freezing. So I wanted to find a solution to solve the poverty there and help them stay warm. I ended up using social media like YouTube, creating my own manufacturing company, creating parkas. So giveforgranted.ca is my website where 50% of all the profits will go to provide parkas for Northern Canadians living in poverty. And these are little happy Northern Canadians wearing our jackets with pride. Now, what I'm going to do, I actually quit my job last week to travel the world, meet up with Paul, to Germany, and go all through Europe. But I'm still going to blog, I'm still going to share all of my stories with you guys, and I'm actually still working on Granted Apparel while I'm over there. So this is my life now. I am very nervous, but I have you guys to help me through it and to share all my stories with. So follow me on giveforgranted.com, which is my blog, and giveforgranted.ca, which is our site to sell parkas.